heart?
Well, guess how they use this? Lid opener.
Hi.
Are we gonna name our heart?
We should name our heart.
Our sheep heart, Fred.
Oh, Fred, lovely.
Yep.
I have bad experiences with Fred and George, okay? Because of Harry Potter.
Heart dissection. Make an incision from the top right of the atrium, extending obliquely through the right ventricle. So you know what? I'm just gonna cut this sucker right in half.
Brooklyn, what you doing?
Cutting the heart in half. Going against the rules.
I'd hate to be your boyfriend.
I don't know.
Look, Brooklyn, you're wrestling with the heart. You're not supposed to wrestle, you're supposed to dissect it.
I'm trying, Kay. Science. Oh, God. Science. Our heart is cut in half, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. She takes forever. Okay.
True.
That is the right atrium, and then this part right here is the superior vena cava, and that is the left atrium.
This is, in here, the right pulmonary artery. This is the ventricle?
Yep. If you look on the other piece there, right where the string things are, just above it, on the other piece of the heart, just above it, you'll see a gap. It's the one blocking the two. There you go.
This part right here is the
Septum.
I have heart.
You gonna eat that? So this, not sure how well this is getting shot.
It's getting shot.
It's the semi-lunar valve. Leave the dorsal side. You're not completely cut through the tissue. Too late. So, what we learned today was that if you rip a heart into little itty bitty pieces, it's so much better. Look at this. Look at how long that was.
What did you do? You made heart sushi. Using the dissected heart, trace and describe the flow of blood through the heart. Include statements about whether the blood is oxygenated or deoxygenated at specific locations.
Oxygen-rich blood flows through the pulmonary veins from the lungs into the left atrium, then through the bicuspid valve, left ventricle, aorta, and the rest of the body. Oxygen-poor blood flows from the body to the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, through the tricuspid valve, into the right ventricle, into the pulmonary arteries, and into the lungs.
Describe the structure and function of the valves and the associated chordae, tendineae, and papillary muscles.
Valves open to let the blood through, but then they close to prevent the blood from going backwards. The chordae, tendineae, and the papillary muscles are attached to the valves and act as hinges to open and close the valves depending on the direction of the blood.
Okay. Number 3. What is the reason for the difference in thickness between the walls of the arteries and the veins, as well as the walls of the left and right ventricles?
There's a lot of blood pressure in those areas. With thick walls, the blood vessels can withstand the pressure.
Thus, the implications or problems arising from the incomplete closure of the foramen ovulus, opening between the right and left atria prior to birth.
If the foramen ovulus isn't completely closed over, then the blood will travel between the two atria rather than go through the atrioventricular valves. This will prevent proper blood circulation in the body.
Number 5. Explain the significance of the openings of the coronary arteries to their position behind the flaps of the semilunar valves. Does blood flow through the heart muscle during contraction or relaxation? Explain.
During contraction, the blood is pumped out of the left atria through the left ventricle into the aorta, thus allowing blood flow through the coronary arteries. Their position just behind the semilunar valves, the heart will attain plenty of oxygen.
Awesome. So, Brooklyn, what is our conclusion?
The conclusion is, from the lab, we realized that the mammalian heart, the myogenic muscle, is composed of many structures, all of which serve the purpose through many functions to supply the body with oxygenated blood.